Yep.
This is STRIPSACK DUALCAST. I'm the Huck.
And I'm the Fat Man. You came here looking for ESPN, maybe some Fox News. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. We're raw, we're uncut, we're unfiltered, we're unedited. Let's get into it.
Yes, how's it going, guys? Appreciate everybody that sits there and watches us. If I can get 15 likes on this video, the Fat Man will say 5 nice things about Adam Gase.
You ever been hit over the head with a baseball bat? That's probably what it's going to feel like.
All right, Thursday night recap. Packers 34, 49ers 17. Rodgers had 4 TDs. He had a nice game against the Niners practice squad.
Yeah, good job, Packers, out there beating up the JV team. I don't know what to tell you. Half them guys were probably down the goddamn street working at UPS, flipping packages, or marching in the Trump parade last week. I'm not impressed.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is exactly what they needed to do. They needed to come into this game. They needed to beat the shit out of them. It's a shame that the Niners have basically nobody, but it is what it is.
Come on, man. It's like the Fat Man and the Hawk going over to the park, challenging all the little kids running around with a football, saying, come on, us two on all you. You know what's going to happen? Yeah, the Fat Man's going to fall on some kids. Somebody's probably going to go to the hospital. The Hawk's going to be over there slinging the rock around. He could throw for 400 yards.
All right, Sunday's picks here. Giants at Washington. I'm going to take Washington. They have the better defense. They have the more decorated coach. I definitely don't think that the Giants are going to beat Washington.
So the Giants have shown some improvement here and there. I'm still taking Washington. That defense has too many early round picks on that defensive line. That whole defense is stacked. Ron Rivera, I think, is just a better coach. I get they're trying to build the culture in New York. They're just not quite there yet. I'm taking Washington.
All right.
Bears at Titans. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the Titans. You know, coming off 2 losses, they need to get a win. That Bears offense is trash. The only thing that might hurt the Titans is losing Lewan for the year at that left tackle spot.
I'm going to take the Titans as well. Foles proves to be a fool, and same with Nagy. That offense just isn't going to keep up with anybody. I think the Titans are going to bounce back here. Lions at Vikings. No Matty Ice. Vikings win. I don't think I need to say anything else.
I'm taking the Vikings. They found the key to their success. Hand Dalvin Cook the ball, let him run all over the place. Everybody else on that team's fucking trash. They should ship Kirk Cousins out, but they're going to get a win this week. Go Vikings. Panthers at Chiefs. Chiefs, easy win. You know, the Panthers shouldn't even get on the plane. They're just going to go there and get their asses beat from one end of the stadium to the other. Just a total mollywhopping.
I'm going to take the Chiefs as well. I mean, this could be an upset if McCaffrey was there, but the Chiefs are they're just going to pull away. They just don't have the weapons to keep up. Texans at Jags. I'm going to take the Texans. Jake Luton meets J.J. Watt personally.
Yeah, I'm taking the Texans too. The Jaguars, they're right around the bottom of the league with the Jets and the Cowboys. It's hard to figure out who's worse. Come on back, Gardner Minshew. They miss you. Broncos at Falcons. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the Falcons. Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. I like that combination. I'm not going to say it this week. I'm not going to say who beats the Broncos because they shut me up last week with a squeaking out a win over the Chargers.
I'm going to take the Falcons as well. Their defense got a nice win 2 Thursdays ago. I feel like they're just going to keep things rolling. Raiders at Chargers. I'm going to take the Raiders because the Chargers are the new Falcons.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the Raiders too. Derek Carr is playing. He's probably, right around top 10 quarterback right now with John Gruden. I love John Gruden. There's no hiding it. Everybody's beating up the Raiders a couple years ago with their first-round picks. Looks like they're panning out pretty good to me. Steelers at Cowboys. This is a tough one. It's a rivalry game. I know a lot of people might not realize it goes way back to the 70s and stuff. Being from Pennsylvania, Steelers fans, Cowboys fans arguing with each other all the time. It might be a trap game for the Steelers, but I'm still going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Steelers.
This one's easy for me. I'm definitely going to take the Steelers, best team in football. Dallas may find a way to score a touchdown. May. Ravens at Colts. Ravens just got to protect Lamar. They got to get the ball to their playmakers, those receivers, and just sack Phillip Rivers and talk as much shit as he does to them.
I like the Colts in this game. The Colts defense is just a little bit better than that Ravens defense. Phillip Rivers is a much better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's a better running back. I don't know what people are thinking. He's not that great. And not only that, I have a feeling Lamar Jackson, he's going to be trying to force the ball down the field. The Hollywood Brown, he's out in the media. He won't shut the fuck up saying he's not getting the ball enough. You know, if you want to win, you let Lamar run around. You want to be a nuisance, then you talk like Hollywood Brown. Go to fucking Tampa Bay with Antonio. Putz. Seahawks at Bills. I'm taking the Seahawks. DK Metcalf is a fucking monster. The Bills couldn't score a touchdown against the fucking Jets. Everybody scores against the fucking Jets. Come on, man. You don't belong atop the AFC East. Get the fuck out of Miami's way. And then Carlos Dunlap and Jamal Adams, they should play this week and help out Seattle's weak-ass defense.
I'm taking the Seahawks, obviously. The Hawks played 3 really good quarters of defense last week.
Bobby Wagner played 3 good quarters of defense. Don't be trying to pump up the whole defense.
Well,
fucking
it was
Bobby Wagner out there going nuts.
It was just the way that they schemed. You know, they were dialing up the blitz. I just want to see that going forward.
Yeah, here's the scheme. Hey, Bobby Wagner, I'm going to cut the chain. Go kill everybody. Out there running around looking like Ray Lewis in 2000.
But, yeah, just let Russ cook and let B-Wags feast. Dolphins at Cardinals. Buda Baker, probably the most underrated defensive player in the league. We all saw that 2 Sundays ago, how much of a monster he is. Kyler's on fire. I hope that he keeps it going to make his case for an MVP. Definitely taking the Cards.
So this is a tough pick for me. I live here in Arizona. I moved out here about 3 years ago. I'm glad no one else knew who Buda Baker was because he's all I've been hearing about for 3 years. He had his coming out party 2 weeks ago, so I'm glad everyone got to see how good he is. I really want to go to this game, but tickets are like $600, so I don't think I'm going to go. That being said, I'm taking the Cardinals in this game. The firepower of the Cardinals, I think, is going to be trouble for that Dolphins defense. They played well last week, but they still gave up 400 and some yards. I just don't think Kyler's going to turn the ball over 4 times in the first half. I think the Miami offense is still going to be adjusting to Tua a little bit. It's probably going to take 2-3 games to get used to him in there. He's a left-handed guy, so it might be hard to hold on to the ball. And Vance Joseph, he's just going to put that Cardinals defense in the position to win on every down. It's going to be a little bit easier going against a rookie quarterback. It's going to be a little bit easier to confuse him, like give him some looks he hasn't seen. So I'm taking the Cardinals.
I definitely would like the Dolphins to win. I definitely would.
I would too. I want to see Tua come out and throw 7 touchdowns and shut Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp and Colin Cowherd and all them fucking idiots up saying, he's not going to be that good. 1 game and the guy hasn't played in over a year. Shut the fuck up and let the guy get some reps. Sunday night game, Saints at Bucks. Who you got?
I got the Bucks. It's AB's debut. Give me some more TB to Rob Gronkowski, goat to goat connection. And I just really like that front 4, led by Ndamukong Suh against Breeze, short quarterback. It's just going to be tough for him to throw the ball.
Yeah, so I like the Bucks. I think Brady's going to have fun out there throwing his balls at his bestie. I think he's going to target Antonio Brown a lot. For those of you that don't know, they're roommates now, I guess. So I think he's definitely – they're probably out in the backyard running routes that nobody knows about. The Bucs defense got exposed a little bit against the Giants last week. There was some big, wide open holes, but I think they're going to address that. I really like that Antoine Winfield Jr. kid. I remember watching his dad play. His dad was pretty good. The kid seems better, so I'm impressed to see what his career is going to look like. He's just a rookie, so I think big things are in the future for him. And Brady, Gronk, Evans, Brown, Fournette, Sue, the end. I mean, there's nothing else to say to that.
Yeah, definitely really excited for this game. I'd have to say a nice game that we're going to see outside of the easy-to-pick ones is Panthers at Chiefs. I think this could be a game that goes down to the wire. Teddy B is a winner, and they're on a skid right now. They're going to be fighting.
I think you're fucked up in the head because the Chiefs are just going to steamroll them. But the game I think to watch is the Raiders-Chargers. It's a rivalry game. They always play each other tough. Justin Herbert's playing fucking amazing, but so is Derek Carr. I do still think the Raiders will get the win, but, my boy Chucky over there. I won't bet against my boy Chucky, but I think that's a good game to keep your retinas glued to.
Yeah, another one for me would be Broncos and Falcons. I think, the Falcons just like making it interesting in the fourth quarter. They had a nice win. They're going to try to roll. I'm still picking them, but the Broncos coming off that huge comeback against the Chargers, they're going to be rolling themselves.
The Falcons are like that guy at the party that is just going to get shit-faced smashed, and you think he's going to go all night. Next thing you know, he's going to drink 20 shots, and he's going to be sleeping in a puddle of his own vomit before the night's over. That, to me, that's what the Falcons are. They can't close out a game. They're like the drunk guy at the party.
Drunk guy at the party. All right. Who's the best rookie quarterback right now?
That guy. See him? That guy.
No, nobody knows who he is.
Yeah, that's not Tua. See, he's got that number 1 on him.
So does Bugs Bunny.
Oh, and Kyler Murray, and Warren Moon, and Cam Newton. Anyhow, on a serious note, I think it's Justin Herbert. He's got the stats to back it up. 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, quarterback rating of 104.5. What more could be said there? Who do you like?
I like Joe Burrow. Well, he's not a rookie. No, I like Joe Burrow. 11 touchdowns, 5 picks, 2,200 yards, 92 quarterback rating. He's playing phenomenal. I think that the Chargers offense has a lot more weapons for him, and they're just a better team overall compared to the Bengals. And I think he's showing a lot, and I think he's going to be a problem in the future.
Yeah, you know what I think is going to be a problem in the future? He plays for the Bengals. They haven't had their shit right since 1986.
Well, that's going to be his problem. But if they're smart, they're just going to start building pieces around them. Hopefully this turns into like the Andrew Luck situation over in Indianapolis back in 2012, 2013, and this guy just really spreads his wings.
Yeah, just like Andrew Luck, he's going to get the shit kicked out of him for 8 years, and when they finally put together some pieces, he's going to be like, I can't get beat up anymore, coach. I quit. Take me out, coach. I got a boo-boo.
Yeah. All right. Is J.J. Watt not happy with Houston?
So he came out and mentioned that he's not interested in being there for a rebuild, and it definitely looks like Houston's going to be going through a rebuild. Again, seems to happen every 3 years with them. They really fucked up. They traded away pretty much all their draft picks next year, at least the important ones. So it's not like you're going to get good pieces. Not that you won't get good pieces, but they'll definitely be farther down the draft. If I was J.J. Watt, I'd be pounding the table, get the fuck out of there. I won a championship. I gave the city all I have, and all you did was turn around and slap me in the face every couple of years.
Yeah. You know what? I really hope that he gets the opportunity to choose where he's going to go next year. I'd love to see him in Seattle. Another good team would be the Titans. He's just a beast. I know if I was in those shoes, I'd feel the same exact way. You're that dynamic, that much of a playmaker on the defensive side of the ball, and you got no help, and the team right now is just getting rid of everybody.
If I was him, I'd be begging to get out of my contract at the end of the year. And you know the place I want to go? I want to go to Pittsburgh. I want to go to Pittsburgh. I want to play with my brother. Can you imagine the wattage on that defensive line? You have two bookend DEs just smashing quarterbacks every week. Lamar Jackson wouldn't have anywhere to run. If I'm him, I want to go to Pittsburgh, play with my brother. They're going to win a Super Bowl here soon, as long as Big Ben stays healthy.
Yeah, I think Big Ben is. I don't know if he's going to come back next year.
Yeah, he'll come back.
I don't know.
Depends on how far they go this year.
I feel like he's just trying to finish his contract. I think I read something where he's, he kind of owes it to his team.
He'll be back.
All right. Biggest losses of the trade deadline, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer. He got zero help at wide receiver, zero help on the defensive side of the ball. You feel like the guy's getting shortchanged. He is a great talent. He slings the ball prettier than just about anybody I've ever seen. He could throw a 60-yard bomb with the flick of a wrist. It's not fair to that guy. He deserves more than what he's getting.
Yeah, they really goofed on not getting Will Fuller. I don't know who the hell was in their front office over there in Green Bay that didn't like the trade, but y'all are idiots. You know,
If Aaron Rodgers never won that Super Bowl, we'd be comparing him to Dan Marino. That's the only difference. Marino never had a big-time running back. Aaron Rodgers had a big-time running back 1 or 2 years. You know, the Eddie Lacy was good, and then he decided to take a page out of the Fat Man's book and go to the buffet and not stop eating.
well, they have somebody special right now. I think Aaron Jones is a monster. He's definitely top 5 in the league.
But is it too little, too late? And he didn't. I seen him getting stuffed a whole lot tonight. Then again, they were probably just trying to run out the clock, and I think he's coming off a boo-boo, but he was still getting bottled up pretty good.
Yeah. I think another team, or not a team, but a player there would be, or not a player, a team. We're gonna go with the Dallas Cowboys.
Holy
I
Christ!
think
What are you
Dallas.
drinking over there, bud?
Hey, it's late over here. Give me a break.
Are you that drunk guy at the party?
I might be. I might be flat on my face on my own vomit. No, but I think the
Got
Dallas.
Pokemon to play after this.
I think Dallas messed up by not trying to get Fitzmagic. I don't know if they tried to put it, but they're just trading away their whole team. The team just sucks right now, and yeah, I don't know if that's just the right move for them.
No, Miami isn't going to trade Fitzmagic. I guarantee that wasn't even considered in Dallas. Because if Andy Dalton didn't get his clock cleaned and then, get the COVID or whatever he's out for now, I think he had COVID symptoms or something. They're gonna throw the Red Rocket in there and see what he can do. But I would say where Dallas screwed up is I think I would try and dump some of that receiver talent and get a couple draft picks. They got to rebuild that offensive line. They got to get it back to what it was. You got to give Zeke a chance, and in order for him to have a chance, the offensive line has to open up holes for Zeke to run, and they got to keep the pass rush off of Dak, or you're never going to win. And we've seen that offensive line's older, getting banged up, nicked up here and there. So, they're almost kind of like the 49ers. They can't get right. They can't get healthy.
Yeah. One last player I got here is Stephon Gilmore. I really feel like, he knows that they were trying to shop him. The Patriots were just asking way too much. First round draft pick and a player. I don't know. He just knows that he's not going to be there next year.
I mean, who's going to give that up for a 32-year-old defensive back?
He was the defensive MVP last year.
Last year.
He's still good.
He ain't that good if they're 2-5. I don't. Outside of just talking shit because he plays for the Patriots, yeah, he's pretty good, but he's old. How many years does he have left? Are you going to give up a first-round pick where you can go out and potentially get a guy that you're going to have for the next 10, 15 years for a guy you might have for 2 or 3? Unless you're in win-now mode, which would mean Tampa Bay is in win-now mode. Seattle's probably win-now mode. Pittsburgh, win-now mode. But I don't even think Seattle had a first-round pick to give up for him. Tampa's not stupid. They're loaded enough. And then in Pittsburgh, they got Minka Fitzpatrick. They're all right. So, I mean, who would trade for him? Like, what's one team that you think would go after Stephon Gilmore?
Well, I think Seattle would probably try. And I think there's a couple of teams that were trying. They were just asking way too much. They're first-round draft pick and a player. Like, that's just too much.
Buffalo again? Ship him back to Buffalo?
Maybe.
Or I could have seen Kansas City trying to put a package together for him.
Yeah, maybe.
But what's Bill Belichick really good at?
Not drafting wide receivers.
Yeah, not drafting wide receivers. But he knows when to get off of guys. How many times did you see guys that played for the Patriots? Everyone's like, "Oh, he's so good, he's so good," and they demanded a bunch of money, and Belichick's just like, "No, sorry, bud, you're not worth it," and then they leave and they turn into trash. I remember Jamie Collins. He went to Cleveland, and they thought, "Oh, they got a steal," and the guy was a dumpster. Seattle with Deion Branch years ago, like, he looked like a number 1 receiver in New England, and then he goes to Seattle and probably second or third best wide receiver on that team.
Well, he was the best receiver on the team, that's for sure. But it was pretty much just Hasselbeck not wanting to push the ball down the field. You know, that's what the biggest issue there.
And then
He
I
did
think,
come up big a couple times, but he was definitely not the same guy in Seattle as he was in New England.
and there's, I just outside of Tom Brady, and Wes Welker had some success with Denver after he left New England, and he, when he wasn't concussed, but the poor guy, he got concussed so many times. I think he forgot how to catch a football there for a while because he dropped just as many as he caught.
Yeah. All right, that's all I got.
And yeah, hey, make sure you guys are going over, checking out. Obviously, you're going to find this on YouTube, but while you're there, go ahead, punch the subscribe button in the face, and jiggle that little jingle ball for the notifications so that you know when we put out new content. We also upload this as a audio podcast. You can find it on Spotify, iTunes, anywhere you listen to your podcast. Go ahead, jack your earbuds in your head while you're sitting down taking a poop at work, getting paid to do it. And check out our Facebook page. The Hawk over there, he goes on there. He puts some polls up there. We want to know what you guys want to hear us talk about, who you guys like. Help us come up with some new content so we're not just talking the same shit week after week after week. It gets kind of old.
Yeah, and just remember, 15 likes, and the Fat Man has to say 5 nice things about Adam Gase.
Hell, I'll even buy a nice New York Jets polo and a hat for when I ship him my job application to replace Adam Gase.
Yeah, maybe if we get 50 subs, he'll have a nice Jets hat. All right. I'm the Hawk.
And I'm the Fat Man.
See yous.